Hello everyone. Hey, how are you all?
Hi, Eleni,
Chantal?
and we've just finished teaching at school, so we've come home. It's not our home,
But it's someone's home.
it's really beautiful, so we thought we'd use it. It's a bit nice. Should we squat?
Let's squat. Let's never leave. I could live here.
Oh yeah, I
So
could live here
easily.
too.
It's beautiful.
We could. But we thought today, we've been getting lots of inquiries, which, because you're the organised one, you've written down.
I've written down the inquiries.
We get several of similar questions when it comes to our school programs, and a lot of the questions are from parents saying, can you come and teach at our school, what do you do? And then obviously lots of teachers inquire too. So what were some of the questions that we get all the time?
So we get, the obvious one is, what do we do when we come and teach at your school? And we do a few things. We mainly get kids confident about their cars. So when they have driving lessons, the driving instructors or your parents or whoever is teaching you will teach you all about how to drive on the road, but not so much about the car itself.
No.
So we tell them how the engine works, what to check in the engine to keep an engine working at its optimum.
And we pop the bonnet, so it's hands-on, it's interactive.
Totally, greasy hands,
And
covered
it's
in
not,
oil.
sometimes when we say school maintenance programs, the word that we use is incursions. So teachers obviously know that word, but sometimes parents don't know what the word incursion means. So we say program. It's not a 6-month program, so it's not something they have to sign up for a whole term. It's a couple of periods, usually just 1 or 2 periods, so 45 to 90 minutes, sometimes 2 hours, where we come in and the kids just immerse themselves, popping the bonnet, which is their favourite part.
Changing a tyre.
Changing a tyre.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what we find is we've taught for 12 years now, and we've taught over 50,000 teenagers and ladies as well in our ladies only classes. So about 50,000. So we do about 10,000 kids a year now. We're up to. And how many of them would you say have ever popped the bonnet of the car? And they're all driving, so they're over 16.
There's a couple, but maybe like 5-10%.
Yeah.
Not many. So it is quite a thing to kind of, have a look at an engine, see what it actually looks like, know where things are, understand more about how they actually work a bit, and know what to check. And it's always
you can
good
touch.
it makes you feel better about talking to a mechanic and stuff too. Like, it's one of the things that I always say is, if you feel sick, you're not the expert on what a body does. So you take yourself to a doctor, but you're the expert on your car because you know how it sounds, you know how it feels. So it's not that you have to know how to solve those problems, it's that you have to know how to identify them. And I just identify that there is a problem.
Yeah, and that's why we call the program Know Your Car. So it's just about demystifying it, and we find that, especially with teenagers, they're too scared to touch anything, so they're not even putting water in the windscreen wiper. So it's under the bonnet, so I don't want to touch it, miss. Oh, it's all a bit too scary. So we pop the bonnet, and that's usually the exciting part because they can never find where the latch is.
Yeah.
Especially on my car, I don't know why, they just dig their hand, can't find us. That's all hilarious. Clapping, everyone's giggling. By the end of it, they're fun, they're interactive, everyone's laughing, having a great time. Of course, they're more serious in my classes, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Not at all. So, under the bonnet,
When
and then
it's a serious one.
I am on the serious one. And then, of course, the red bandana for checking the oil. They all love checking the oil. And we do a great little activity. No, we have dirty ones. We do a little activity where we show them, clean oil and
Dirty
oil, and sometimes they want to touch the oil, sometimes they don't want to, but we have a great time. The other thing that's interesting too is you notice the ones that just have a natural knack for wanting to know more about the car. So it's good. It just sparks that engagement with them, so they can then come home and say, hey, this is what we did. We had a great time. So that's under the bonnet. Then the tyre changing.
Tyre changing is always
It's really
good.
fun the way we do tyre changing.
Because we do it as a race. Well, we time
Slow
it.
and
It's not
steady.
really a race.
Yes. So not like,
But-
still carefully.
Yeah. Absolutely, 100% properly, and no one has ever
Even broken a nail. No nails broken.
No nails broken.
So we put them into teams, and they
time
get
them.
to change a tyre. They get to find where all the equipment is, how to change the tyre, how to do it accurately, correctly, safely. We have a lot of giggles doing that. We time it, and we've got them. Sometimes they're under 5 minutes, aren't they?
Which is
Getting the
like
tyre
amazing.
off. It's fabulous. And it's also almost like an insurance policy. If you know how to change a tyre, chances are you won't need to change a tyre. So we get them doing that.
That's not worked for me.
That's not what. No, you've had to change a lot of tyres.
I
in your
know.
life.
I
Just
have.
in Vegas, you just did, didn't you?
Yeah. What are the odds of that?
Oh, the hire car.
Of the hire car that you're road tripping in, getting a flat tire.
You know, I've had a few flat tyres. I hate it when you get a flat tyre on the brand new tyre. Yeah, no, why did you do the old dodgy one? Why the brand new one I just bought?
You don't have a dodgy tire.
I don't. All my tyres are pretty good. Yeah, but it's always the brand new one that you've just replaced. So,
Murphy's Law.
mind you, how many times have our tyres come off? Our poor wheels. Just
So many.
So when we take it off, you know, the kids love seeing the brake pad too. They just go, oh wow, that's fabulous. We pop the boot, and I play this really silly game because I act a bit silly. You're far more mature than I am. And I go, oh, where's the tyre? And you know, every time they go, oh, miss, you must have left it somewhere.
You're a goose.
It works. It's so much fun. So then we lift, you know, the bit, because everything's in a different spot. And when I take the Holden, it's got a different spot. You know, the Corolla's got a different spot. Your Honda's got a different spot. So we find all of that bit, and we get comfortable with a jack and jacking up the car, and it's hilarious because some of them are so good. They're quicker than me. You know, they just got the knack and they get the car up, and then others. And then the really clever ones will always say, oh, miss, I'll use the jack to get the car down. So it worked out, that's much easier.
Yeah, that is much easier.
So we identify the clever lateral thinkers as well. It's under the bonnet, looking around the car.
We sometimes touch on in-car safety as well.
Yep.
Why not to use a mobile phone? Why not to have a bottle of water with you?
Some of those rules.
Between your legs and stuff.
Seat belts.
Yep.
All of that stuff. Just reiterating stuff that they've probably been hearing. And one of the startling moments for a parent is when we tell them, you've been teaching your child to drive for 16 years. By the way, you drive. They've been watching you. And so it's really interesting how many of them will ask them and say, how often do your parents check their tire pressure? I've never seen them do it, miss. Or what's been interesting for me, I don't know if you've noticed this much. So in the last 12 years, what I've noticed is less and less parents are doing the stuff themselves as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're not seeing it. They're getting to 16 and they don't even know how to pop the petrol cap. So we just demystify things. And obviously one class is not going to get them knowing everything they need to know. But what it does is it starts that process and it gets them intrigued and interested.
And they know that it's not so scary that they can't touch anything. You know,
and we teach boys, we teach girls, we teach co-ed, we teach year 10, 11 and 12. So we don't do the younger years so much because if they're younger and they haven't had any driving lessons, they're just a bit excited to sit in the car. So it's more the excitement of the car. Whereas from year 10 onwards, because they're on their L's, that excitement isn't as exciting as just the mechanics.
Also they find it more relevant too, because it's something that they're about to have a car to drive around in by themselves for the first time.
Yeah, that freedom.
So
it's just so good.
That knowledge of how to change a tyre is potentially about to become so much more relevant because they're not going to have mum and dad or big brother or big sister or whoever in the car with them. Should the car get a flat tyre, it's going to be them. They're going to be the one in charge. Scary.
See, I told you to read them. We're fine. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what do we bring? Question we get asked quite a lot by teachers. You don't need to do anything. We bring the lot.
All we need is a flat area in which that we can teach, like drive a car in. We bring our cars, we bring our toolboxes, we bring the oil, we bring everything.
So we just need an area, and we have parked in some unusual places, haven't we, in schools, preferably
cross country.
Yeah, we have only gone over ovals and stuff. Preferably undercover, When it's just a perfect day like today, it's not too bad. But if it's really, really hot or really wet, it's nice to have a cover.
Yeah.
But we've done it under tarps, we've done it under canopies, we've done it in canteen, sitting area. So pretty much anywhere you can drive a car,
Yep.
we can teach that. So that's what were some of the other ones? How to book. So how do you book us? If you are a parent and you would love Galmatic to come to your school, you can do several things. You can private message us, because you probably don't want to put details in comments, but you can tell us the school name in comments. But if you have the email address of year coordinator, pastoral care, the principal, who else? Sometimes the PE teacher.
Yeah.
So if you have an email address, private message it to us. We've got live chat on our website. You can contact us there as well, and we will send them on information pack, or we can send it to you and you can forward it on to your school. If you are a teacher, you can fill out an inquiry form on our website. You can live chat with us. You can send us a message here on Facebook. You can contact us on anything. We're at Galmatic, and we will send you an information pack that shows you everything we do, and has all the costings and stuff. And it's one of the most inexpensive incursions you can do at school, and the kids love it. We keep coming back every year to some of our schools, so they have a great time. So we look forward to coming to your school.
Yep.
Let us know any questions that you have. We're happy to answer them, and safe driving. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.